What's good, y'all, bro? King Carlos here, man. Speaking on some shit, man. But that I think it's important. It's important, man. Today, brother Ben X, if y'all know who that is, it's a brother on YouTube. He's not just a YouTuber. He's an activist. He's of the Muslim faith. He follows Minister Farrakhan. He had Ice Cube on the show today, and then while he had Ice Cube on his show, he also let the ladies come in that does the show with Lisa Ray. I think it's Lisa Ray, uh, Vivica A. Fox. I think one time they had the Brat on there, and it's some other lady. They're very beautiful. Some older black women actresses, and they were basically questioning Ice Cube on him endorsing Trump and what I'm saying, him helping coming up, him helping develop the platinum plan and things of this nature, basically, right? And questioning him, seeing where he stands and basically what is this platinum plan about? Is it real? Is it just did he just get paid to say? You know what I'm saying? Did he just get paid to support Trump? Is he basically questioning everything Ice Cube does, right? Ever since Ice Cube had been named as somebody who Trump said helped him, who was influential in him developing the platinum plan he has for black people, Black America. Black people have been on Ice Cube's head, right? And something came up. It's a clip. I thought it was very important, and it showcased where we are as black men and women as far as our relationship goes, as our dynamics in the struggle for against our oppressor. They said we noticed that a lot of that we read into the platinum plan, and it said a lot about black people, but it said nothing. It said nothing about black women. And Ice Cube said what I thought, when most people know what common sense implies. Well, black people implies black men, women, and children. But one of the ladies brought up an argument saying, well, whenever in America and they say minorities, minorities include black people, we know that's not the case. A lot of times when they say minorities in America, they do mean Mexicans and Indians and Arabs and Asians and Chinese people, Chinese descent. They really don't mean black people. But that's only in the case of America, because we understand, like in the case of what she's saying, I understand. It's like just because you're supposed to be a part of just because you're supposed to be are put in the equation automatically doesn't mean you naturally are. And I kind of, although that's wrong although it makes no 100% sense to what she's talking about. All right, I get it. Like Charlize Theron, the chick Charlize Theron, y'all know the actress. That's the chick from she did the movie Hancock with Will Smith. She was the white chick that had power. She just did that movie on Netflix where she basically was living for a long. I can't remember. Agents of something, bro. She basically was living for a long time. She kept being reincarnated as this warrior, and she was part of this there was this army SEAL, this SEAL team that stopped people from trying to destroy the world, and they've been doing it for centuries. She was born in Africa, so she said she likes to say she's African. We know that Charlize Theron is Caucasian. She's not African. She was just born in Africa, but she's going off of, since I was born in the country, I'm of the country. No, you're the lineage of the people. The country and the lineage of the people who are naturally from their place are two different things. I was born here in America, but I'm a Negro, bro. I'm what they call a nigger here. I'm not American. Black people are not American, bro. When the Constitution was written, when all the laws and things like this, and people were given citizenship, and people were given rights to own land and bear arms and protest, my people were in slavery, so we didn't get those rights. This is why when we protest, we get killed and murdered. This is why when we talk to the police, we get beaten, shot, and murdered by the police. This is why we get killed and literally murdered by the police. While everyone else gets to be everyone else gets the luxury of the police treating them what the police are for, which is policing. They don't do anything but more than their job. right? So just because I was born here, I'm not American. So she was basically trying to say that black women are not included in when somebody says black women are not included in that, and that's 100% not true. Black women, if this is just facts, you can look this up. Black women have always gotten the less the less harshest part of white supremacy. You can look it up in any points of history. I'm not saying black women weren't getting raped, because they were, but black men were getting raped back in the day. They never talk about that because they don't want to make their ancestors seem gay like they were. I told you this. In slavery, 80% of the sex was homosexual, 20% of the sex was because Jim Crow had put a law into effect that told you, hey, mix the blood of your slaves to separate them, divide and conquer. That was all where that came from. Yes, there was attraction between white slave owners and black slave women, but that they only say that to try to make their slave. And of course they do this. I don't know why people don't believe this. Just because white people's ancestors are slave owners and murderers and genociders and rapers and robbers, that doesn't mean they're still their ancestors. They're still proud of their lineage. They just don't like to say it because that's just who they are. That's what they come from. You can't just are. Genghis Khan's children are proud of him, I'm sure. So you know what I'm saying. Alexander the Great's children were proud of him and they loved his legacy. So it is what it is. So of course they're gonna try to make their ancestors look as masculine as they can and make them look as tough and strong as they possibly can. Like they could look like they were just getting pussy all the time and just murdering men, but they weren't. They was having a lot of gay sex. But black women have always gotten the least harsh part of white supremacy. And what I mean by that is black women are incarcerated in a far less rate than black men. They are incarcerated, but at a far less rate. Black women are hired before black men. Black women are given more opportunities to make money more than black men. Black women are given an opportunity at a better life more than black men. It is what it is. When black women have children, the government literally tells them to push the man out the house so they can get a free check from the government by having a child. Just by having a child, they can get a check from the government. On top of this, by having a child and not having a man in the house, they get a check from the government. Whenever you get married and things don't go right in the marriage, we all know that the divorce laws are completely set up in women's favor, and it's always been like this. These things help with these things go hand to hand, bro, because we're all in America. So you guys get what I'm saying. All these different things, bro. Black women have always gotten the least harsh part. I'm not saying black women don't feel it, but black men have always been the main target of white supremacy, because without the man of the house, without the leader of the race, is nothing. This is why you got that picture out. I know y'all seen it. The woman saying, I don't want a man. No. The mama saying, I don't need a man. Then the daughter says, I don't want a man. So she's homosexual. And then the son says, I don't want to be a man. So he becomes homosexual. And basically destroys the family unit because there's no man in the house. So pretty much that's always been the main target of white supremacy. It's never been black women, bro. I just want y'all to know that. But that's pretty much what I want to speak on. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Y'all like, subscribe to the channel, bro.